Hello everybody and welcome to the Certain Magical Index 3 episode 12 quick review. This was a solid episode. There was a fight with, there was a surprisingly really epic music playing during a fight, which I'll mention when I get to it. There was about 50 million characters that all showed up. That was pretty cool, wasn't it? Is it bad that I'm like, oh, I recognize all these people? Like, obviously they have shown up before. But the fact that I remember, that's powerful. That's good on Index for being able to do that, because there's not a lot of shows that I remember characters that aren't main characters. So thumbs up for that. But anyway, we kick off where we stopped last week, which was Carissa incited a rebellion with all the knights, which is, don't do that. And then witches get deployed to fight the knights. Sadly, no cameo from the witches that were in the movie, unless I missed them, but I didn't see them, so I don't think they were there, because they were created after this light novel. But they could have put them back in, retroactively. That would have been cool, but oh well, doesn't really matter. And then we cut to, after the opening, it's Agnese's team, and they're fighting knights. I think it was Agnese's team, I'm going to say it was. They teleport away from knights to hide, they get really wet under a bridge, like trolls. They're like trolls. Not really. But so this first bit is just oh no, the knights are doing bad things. Then they find the Queen and Laura Stewart just drinking tea, and they capture very loosely, essentially. But then the character index is being used by Carissa to determine the cause of the cave-in in the Eurotunnel, and she essentially found an excuse to blame France so she could attack them, is what I got from it. I could be slightly wrong. But then we find out a little bit about her motivations. She's like, I don't want to be science or magic. I want to be the third faction in this war or something. Which, that's how I interpret it. She doesn't want to be on either of the two main sides, so she wants to make her own, which is not a good strategy, really. You don't want to make enemies of two people. Team up with one of them, and then you've only got one enemy. Simple maths. But I guess princesses don't do maths, so what do I know? But then we get Sherry Cromwell comes back. I just choked on while I was saying that, but that's fine. Sherry Cromwell comes back with her golem, and so then she's wrecking knights. So then Oriana goes to help her. Remember, she was with Toma. Oriana goes to help Sherry, and Toma takes Lissar to a safe house or something, some safe place. And third princess, who is called Villian, I believe, has escaped, and Carissa's about to send people to get her. Then a plane shows up out of nowhere, and Kanzaki arrives. She fights Knight Leader, but he's pretty OP because oh god, what are the cards in Yu-Gi-Oh? Field spells. He has one of them on England. He's like, as long as I'm in England, I'm like an archangel. That's what I got from it. So he basically destroys her. And then we go to Villian, who has attempted to escape on a carriage, but it gets knocked off by some weird magic. And then Carissa tries to kill her, and then who comes to save Villian? It's only bloody Aqua of the Back, out of nowhere. And so he saves her. He's just got involved out of nowhere. William Orville, Aqua of the Back. He's good guy now. Funnily enough, I've been saying that about 3 or 4 times this arc. They're good now. So yeah, he saves her, puts her on a robot horse, essentially a robot horse. It's not a robot, it's probably magic, but it can be a magic robot for all I know. And it takes Villian, or it's programmed to take her to a Necessarius safe house, or yeah, something like that. So then, Aqua English, Aqua the Back then fights Knight Leader with some really epic music playing. The whole time they're fighting, there's this really cool orchestra playing. It was really cool. It made me think that fight was important, and not knowing read in the light novels, it could be really important, but it was cool either way. So I am 100% fine with that. Then we cut to Toma, who has dropped Lissar off screen. I guess that wasn't important enough to see. And he's hiding on a train, and he finds Floris, who I believe is the 4th member of New Light who didn't get captured. And then she is chained. Oh, maybe not though, because she had handcuffs on. I don't remember. Someone tell me. Was she the one that didn't get captured? Because I think she was the blonde one. I think I'm right. But yeah, then Toma takes off her handcuffs because they're magic handcuffs, so Imagine Breaker accidentally sets off an alarm, so they're about to get killed essentially. So Toma just grabs her and jumps off the train into a river, which, as they're falling, he is informed is about a meter deep. So rip Toma. That's how he dies. That's the end of the series. You don't have to watch anymore. Nah, just kidding. We don't know what happens though, because he doesn't show up again this episode. So cliffhanger. Then we cut back to Aqua and Night Leader. Like I said, more awesome fighting, like epic music going. It keeps going. That's just yeah. That goes. I'm glad that they put in. There's a lot of like lighting effects, a lot of like, big old swords clashing together. A lot of that. It was good. It was good. It was the most noteworthy thing I think about this episode. But then the Queen and Laura Stewart escape their carriage that they've been trapped on by making explosions somehow. Then they try hitchhiking, doesn't work, and the truck does a full-on 180. That's not how trucks work. But then a horse comes literally out of nowhere, probably Queen magic or something, and then they get away on that. And that is where the episode ended. And I forgot to watch the episode preview, so I don't know what happens next week. I don't have any idea, but I very, very much enjoyed. I enjoy every week. You know, I should stop saying every week. I enjoyed this episode. I enjoy it every week. Yeah, I enjoyed seeing like Sherry Cromwell show up. I enjoyed seeing Blooming Agnese. I'm not sure if I like Kanzaki getting wrecked so soon after she beat Aqua back. Like, it just seems like, okay, well, he was powerful. But this guy, like, how was Aqua the Bat going to beat Night Leader if he couldn't even beat Kanzaki? Then Night Leader easily beat Kanzaki. Like, maths. A lot of maths this week in this review. But anyway, join me next week for episode 13. That's the halfway episode. Oh my god, we're halfway through. And then there's never going to be any more Index again. Ever. If we forget that Railgun and Accelerator have got anime announced. But anyway, yeah, I'll see you next week, guys. See ya.